In this video, I'm going to build my own AI glasses, but why? Last week, I was invited to Meta Connect. There was food, skaters, unicorns, but also Mark announcing Meta's new AI glasses, the Meta Rayban Display. And oh boy, I want to try these so much. But with more than 2 hours queue to try them, and them still unavailable in my country, there is no way I can try them soon. Unless I try to recreate them myself. Now, if taping a camera to a random glass seems like a good way to start, I have a better solution. This is the Quest 3, a virtual reality headset made by Meta. But even if it's a VR headset, it can still show you what you are looking at thanks to the little cameras at the front. In other words, if you look past its size and the weird look you will get when you wear it, these are basically glasses, and it's going to save me a few $millions not to have to start from scratch. So now, the next step is to recreate the feature that we'll showcase during the keynote. To do this, let's open Unity and get started on building a simple menu that looks like the one presented in the keynote. But there is only one issue. Meta AI glasses come with a wristband that can be used to navigate through the UI. This thing is pretty cool. It can track the subtle movement of your thumb to navigate easily left, right, up and down. So how can we redo it? Lucky for me, a few weeks before Connect, a new hand tracking feature was announced on the Quest, the micro gesture, which is a little bit of foreshadowing if you ask me. Micro gesture does not use any wristband, but it can look at your thumb position to know if you are swiping or even clicking, which is perfect to set a direction like for this character controller that I built myself. And look, now simply by using micro gesture with Unity's built-in UI navigation, we can now move in our menu. And if I tap, I can even enter this music player that I just built. But during the keynote, Mark shared something more. With a pinch and twist motion, he was able to increase the volume. To recreate that, I had to code my own hand tracking solution by checking if the player was pinching and then check the angle of the current hand rotation. And this turns out awesome! But it was even better to use our pinch and twist motion to zoom in this new camera feature that I made. Now, this camera simply works by rendering on the plane what the player sees, but because there is no real zoom, I just scale the image to make it look like it's zooming, and I guess it kind of works. Now, when I make a small click with my thumb, I simply save the current image on a separate texture that I can even show in a carousel. Okay, now being able to take a quick picture without taking out my phone is kind of useful, but it makes you take some weird pose when trying to take a photo at a certain angle. Okay, so at this point, we got a pretty cool application with both a music player and a camera. But there is one more thing still missing. To make an AI glasses, we of course need AI, which might be the harder thing to do. And that's completely false because it turns out that in just 3 little steps, you can do this. First, you record your voice and turn it into text. I personally use a free tool called wit.ai to do this. Then we can send this request to the AI model. There I use Unity's ChatGPT SDK, which basically requires you to only write a couple of lines of code. And once we get a response, we can then turn back the text into speech with the voice that we want. And boom, just like this, the most important part of our challenge is down. So easy, no wonder there are so many bullshit AI apps being made like this. But in the case of AI glasses, we are going to go further than this. So, do you guys remember the camera feature that we just built earlier? What if on top of our request, we sneakily took a picture with this camera that can be used for the AI to add some context? And this changed everything. Now it knows what we are doing and can answer so many more questions. Things like,
hey, where am I?
You're at the Liège-Guillemins railway station in Liège, Belgium.
Woo, awesome. Thank you.
Contextual AI is probably the biggest reason why I see these wearable devices be a part of our future, but while AI is powerful, it is also very unpredictable, which kind of explains why during the keynote, the most important part of the demo turned like this.
Hey, can you help me make a Korean-inspired steak sauce for my steak sandwich here?
You've already combined the base ingredients.
What do I do first?
You've already combined the base ingredients.
All right, I think the Wi-Fi might be messed up. Sorry, back to you, Mark.
It's all good. You know what? It's all good.
So let's put everything that we made to test. Can our AI glasses succeed where this demo failed?
Hey, how can I make a sandwich?
Place a slice of cheese and ham between the bread slices and enjoy.
And there you have it, guys. This is how I made my own AI glasses. You can subscribe to the channel to not miss the next video. And good news, the complete Unity project is available on my Patreon if you want to learn how to do this yourself. Now, thank you for watching and see you very soon. Bye bye.